So now that you've come out of your large 3,500 square foot home and you're moving into something that's probably 800 to 1,000 square feet, you're kind of wondering, what do I do with all my stuff? Trust me, 2,500 square feet of furniture does not fit in 800 square feet of apartment. It never will. So you're going to want to find out, where's my storage? Now, most condominiums will have a locker set up. So you'll have your own assigned locker, something that you want to see before making a decision to buy a condominium. Find out how much space the actual cage is, and you'll see that there is actually there is fencing on the top on all the way around here to give you some real privacy around your unit. I have seen people who have actually put some covering around it as well, just to kind of keep the contents not secretive, but certainly confidential. You want to find out, this is maybe where you keep your Christmas tree, etc. So the locker is a very important part of your condominium purchase. Okay, so a lot of the apartments are going to have a couple of different versions of the balcony. This one right here actually has an open air balcony, and you can see what they've done here by putting some screening up for pigeons, etc. So it's got its pluses and sometimes its minuses. In some cases, some of the condominium corporations will allow you to screen them in and possibly even glass them in. Or you might be able to find a condominium that's actually got a solarium-based unit out here. Now, they tend to act as offices and second bedrooms, etc. But this one gives you that open air feeling, that backyard, your balcony, your deck. The only thing is that many condominium corporations actually have some restrictions. Some about the type of furniture that you put out here, and more importantly, about barbecues, gas, propane, or some kind of electric barbecue that's out here. They may have some stipulations around it, and you may find yourself in a little bit of hot water if they catch you with the smoke coming off of your balcony. But when you have it open like this, which not every building does have, it does give you the benefit of just that big breath of fresh air. Okay, so let's look at some units on the inside. One of the most important features that we're going to look at is whether it has ensuite laundry. You've been used to, in your home, being able to go to a main floor laundry room or downstairs or upstairs and do the laundry. Well, in many cases, these condominiums do have ensuite laundry facilities. In a room like this, it actually has double duty because it is actually much more storage space as well. You can see a pantry, wine rack, etc. that's been set up here. The good news about these units is that you control all of your own engineering as well. So in the case of a fuse panel, it's right en suite as well. So if you blow a fuse, you can actually change it on the fly. Also, you can control your own heat and air conditioning in these units. Depending on the age of the building, you may want to do some updating. So if you found the perfect building, but you weren't happy with things like the kitchen or the bathroom, you can do modifications on the inside. As a matter of fact, there's kind of a rule of thumb in condominiums that everything from the first layer of paint in belongs to you, so that you should be entitled to do things like renovations, modifications to your home. Now, what happens in many cases is that we do suggest that you work in conjunction with the condominium corporation, the people that actually run the building. Reason why is if you're going to bring trades in and you're going to do things like tear up the floor and put in new ceramics, or you're going to do a backsplash or some new cabinets, etc., they're going to need access in and out to be able to kind of get that work done, and deliveries to make sure that all of the product that you're putting in is good as well. Many of these condominium corporations actually love the fact that you're making these updates because you're really showing a pride of ownership, and that's what they really need in every one of these buildings. Keep in mind, you're part of a community here, and the more people who kind of care about their units, the better it is. So you can see here, this is not an original kitchen, and many of the updates at this point really modernize this unit. Another good idea, if you're considering a condominium apartment, is space and furniture placement. You're probably in a nice size home, as we talked about, 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, or possibly even more. And all that furniture is not going to fit in 800 to 1,000 square feet. So an idea is, let's get the measurements of rooms like dining rooms and living rooms, etc., bedrooms, and find out what we can use the best pieces from our current home and put them and situate them here. What you don't want to do is fill the rooms with furniture. You want to find the pieces that make it very homey, very comfortable, very your own. No family move would be complete without the family pet. So let's chat a little bit about family pets and condominium lifestyle. Most buildings have no problem with pets, depending on the kind of pets. You got a boa constrictor? They might get a little shaky about that. but typically a family cat or a dog is fine in most condominiums. What you do have to check out, however, is the fact that some condominiums have a pound ratio. Basically means if you have a great big German Shepherd or a Golden Retriever, etc., it might be outside of the pound restrictions and the limitations that the condominium corporation allows. So you really want to check that because, hey, leave no family member behind. We can't leave the dog or the cat behind. Also, when you're considering pets at this point, how close are you to the elevator for making sure that the pet is comfortable going outside, eliminating, etc. So you're going to want to find out what that whole routine is going to be like for you and your family. One of the advantages in some condominium apartments is the size of their bedrooms. In this case, this master bedroom would host a large size queen or even possibly a king suite. In many cases, you're coming from a home where you actually have a double bed system set up. So 2 single beds or even 2 doubles. And a room like this would absolutely accommodate that. So again, when you're making a decision on condominium lifestyle, does it fit your lifestyle? Okay, you might be surprised that in these units we've talked about that are roughly 800 to 1,000 square feet, is there going to be enough storage? Well, you've seen the other part of this particular unit where the laundry room and the storage room were combined. And it was a good principal size room. Is there any other storage? Well, yes, there's always a good front hall closet at this point, but in many cases you have like an in-unit ensuite locker size. So in here, you'll notice quite a bit of shelving and extra storage for the other essentials that you always have. So you're wondering if you're in a high-rise condo, is it safe? What if there's a fire? In many cases, one or more of these exits are available on the floor, and they do have a staircase that goes right down to the lobby. If you're concerned about that, in many municipalities, the fire trucks, the ladder trucks, actually will go up as high as the 8th floor to be able to evacuate you safely.